Okay, let's see if we can get this going. Hello again, YouTube. It's Cat with Cupcake Gumbo. Still working on my daughter's merman farmer, what have you. Although I'm not going to be working on that today. And this is just something that I did for an amino challenge. Not very good, but you know, I was trying to be creative. Kind of annoyed me a little bit though, because within days of my posting it, 2 or 3 other people copied almost the exact same design and did the image better than me. So, you know, so much for originality. But yeah. Oh, this is an interesting image. I don't know if it's showing up on camera or not. Let's see. Sorry for the wobbly camera. I drew this kind of it's a rough sketch, obviously. I drew this a few days back, and I actually like how it's coming out. Nowhere near done with it. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm a little stressed today because yesterday was a highly stressful day for me, and I'm still dealing with trying to come down from it. I drew this. One day I was trying to work on something at the computer, and I was feeling tired and depressed. That happens a lot because I have anxiety disorder and clinical depression. So, go figure, I was feeling tired and depressed. So I kind of laid my head down on my keyboard. I put my arm across my keyboard area and put my forehead on my arm. And was just kind of lying kind of hunched over at my computer, and for whatever reason the music I'm listening to suddenly shot up louder. I don't know why, but anywho, I need to go turn that down. I'll leave that there. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Oh, anywho, yeah, as I was kind of staring down at my feet, I noticed the pattern in the carpet. And I don't know if you've ever, you know, just stared blankly at a patterned, textured pattern before, or how do I say this? Say like textured wallpaper or a carpet that has odd, just random shapes and patterns in it, and seen an image kind of appear. As I was looking down at my feet, I realized that the positioning of my feet and the light coming in from the door that I was sitting opposite of gave this image kind of, or gave the carpet at my feet this image. And I went, that's really cool. I'll probably never see it again. So I grabbed my pencil and I did a rough sketch of this kind of fey creature that I saw looking up at me from the carpet. So I really like how it's come out. You can tell I'm not really good with horns, but hey, you know, everybody's got to start somewhere. But I really like it. I think it's neat, and I might try to keep going on it. But that was that. Today, and I got something else there. I woke up the other day from a dream about a tattoo that I think I might actually get. And all it was of a hyper-realistic sticky note with the words, "Caution, fragile," written across it, tattooed over my heart. So, meaning, you know, on my chest, not actually inside my body over my heart. Duh. So I sketched it out as a little reminder to myself of, hey, I had that dream. I might actually want to get that tattoo at some point. But anyway, what I'm trying to do today is, I started this already. I was following a art a la carte tutorial. And if you haven't heard of art a la carte, I highly recommend her channel. I don't remember what her actual name is, but her channel is art a la carte, and I'll leave a link to it in the description. but she did a tutorial on how to draw super cute animals, and just using a basic template. And I thought I would try it and see if I could draw my kitty cats using this basic template. So that's what I am actually about. I already, as you can see, have already tried a couple of rough drawings. But her tutorial is really neat and really simple, and from the looks of it, just takes practice. So hopefully you don't mind my taking you along with my practice as I try to get these two little figures, or this type of template figure, to look like my kitty cats. The basis of her template, I mean, you can go ahead and go to her channel and find her tutorial, which truthfully she would do probably 10 times better than me because it is her tutorial. But she basically just started out with a circle for the head. And this is really rough, obviously. Flattened it on one end and then kind of did this little A shape almost, A-frame shape. And drew like a little chest in there. My hands are shaking really bad today because of the anxiety I went through yesterday. And if you know about my blog, I've blogged about why I had such a hard time yesterday. So if you're at all interested, you can always go check out my Tumblr blog and find out what rattled me so bad. But yeah, and she draws like a couple of little circles for the feet, and then a little line for the hips. And basically, using this basic template, you can turn it into any kind of animal you want just by changing a few lines. She started out with a kitty cat and moved on to like a puppy dog, and you know, went through like 9 different animals that she drew it as, all starting with the same basic template. Just a circle for the head, a little A-frame type thing, and flattening it out. And you can already see that it's, you know, a basic pseudo body shape. You know, erase the lines you don't need once you get it roughly to where you want it. And then by making ears or whatever little adjustments, you get whatever animal you're trying to go for. You know, puppy ears and a little puppy snout, a little dog tail, horse ears, a little horse snout, little horse tail. I mean, whatever you're trying to draw, you can draw it using this super cute little template. Seriously, go check out her artwork. I love her artwork. I love her tutorials. She is just a fun lady to watch and to follow her tutorials. So anyway, I made a couple of these little kitty type templates, and I'm trying to rough them out and actually turn them into my kitties. TS, who's the little princess, and if any of you are wondering if there's anybody actually out there watching this, TS stands for tramp stamp. My husband named her that because she has kind of a little butt tattoo, per se, over her tail. She's got a little white stripe that goes over the base of her tail, like a little lower back tattoo, so he named her Tramp Stamp. But she's almost entirely black from across the top. But coming down up and over her nose like this. And yes, I do erase a lot, but this is just my drawing process. Yeah, I have often said that she looks like she's Batcat because she looks like she's wearing a little bat cowl, like Batman. So this is my little Princess Kitty Tramp Stamp. I call her the Princess Kitty because she's very dainty and demure next to her brother. And he's kind of a fluffy bowling ball. He's just huge compared to her, which is really funny because it started out the exact opposite. He was the runt of the litter, and he was tiny when we got them both. He was, well, they both were, truthfully, small enough to fit in the palm of my hand. Not together, but, you know, individually. They were small enough to fit in the palm of my hand. But TS has kind of this little cowl type thing, and she's got long white whiskers that come off across her forehead. I'm going to have to see if I color this properly, I'm going to have to see if I can't do these little eyebrow whiskers of hers in white so they actually show up right. But my husband said it looked like we adopted a Lorax when we first got her, because her eyebrows are just so out there and so long. But she is all white on her undersides, and she has a crooked tail. At first, when I first got her, I thought her tail had been broken, and I was really concerned, and I contacted the people that we got them from, and they told me no, it wasn't a break, and which she didn't seem to be in any pain or anything. It just, her tail is kinked. And they said it's a genetic disorder on the female side of the cats, and that almost all of the female cats have this same sort of kink in their tail. And it was just kind of interesting. But she is, compared to her brother, she is sleek and slender and petite now, even though she was much, much bigger than him. But she's got her little lightning bolt tail. I swear she should be a superhero, except that she's, you know, a little priss. And I mean that in the most affectionate way. She has a bad habit of teasing and taunting her brother, and then running up and jumping on areas that she knows he can't get to as easily as she does, because she's light and delicate and jumps very easily like a little ballerina, while her brother is like a moving bowling ball. He hurls himself at things and hits like a ton of bricks. So she has a bad habit of pouncing him, tussling with him, and then running pell-mell and leaping daintily up onto counters and other things. And then meowing daintily like, yes, yes, I'm a little princess. And her brother attempts to chase her and almost wound up breaking our water filter the other day because he knocked it over. And our water filter is actually an expensive one that we bought years ago when we actually had a bit of financial leeway, and it's one of the better water filters out there. And I do not drink tap water, and I have not for years. Not since we got it. Well, actually since before we got it. But it's called a Berkey, and it's a very nice water filter. And the filters last 10 years. So it has saved us money over the years by just being such a great water filter. And at 5:30 in the morning, Mooser, TS's brother, hit it like a ton of bricks, knocking it off the counter and onto the floor, and I thought he broke it. Aside from waking us up with the loud metallic clang and thud. Thankfully, he did not break it. So, all's good. But, yeah, he knew he did something wrong and did his best to hide his big hefty bulk behind the couch, which was really kind of funny, and it's hard to stay mad at him when you're looking at him with his tiny little head poking out from behind the couch, knowing that the rest of his bulk is really hard to get in and out of there. I mean, he really has to fight to get in and out behind the couch. And yeah, he was hiding because he knew that what he did was probably not the best. Yeah, my bad attempt at kitty paws Did not work. Yes, kitties have toes, but not like that. But, yeah, he hid for a while because he knew he'd done kind of not a good thing. But it wasn't his fault. While he was ducking for cover, his sister, looking all so proud of herself, was sitting up on the window ledge like, what? I didn't have anything to do with that. Even though I knew for a fact that that's why the water filter had gotten knocked over, was he was chasing her in their game of tag, and she had decided to leap up where he couldn't get to her very easily and taunt him, as she does. Little Miss Princessy Priss. And she had basically instigated it. So I wasn't as mad at Mooser. By the way, his name is Mooser, and boy has he lived up to his name. She was more to blame than poor Mooser was, and he was just terrified that he had really messed up. And it took a while of coaxing and encouragement to get him to heave his bulk out from behind the couch. And then for 2 days after, he was still very, very timid and very, very, I'm sorry, apologetic. Even though I knew exactly where the blame actually went. Mooser's actually a very, very smart cat. T.S. actually looks like she's wearing a cape for the most part, because her black fur goes up and over her head like a cowl, and then down across her back, hips, and tail. Her tail is black, but her underside is all white. So... oh, and she's got a little fluffy chest that I'm trying to figure out how to draw properly. So, anyhow, yeah, that was the, oops, Mooser done messed up because T.S. was being a little prima donna bouncy kitty while taunting her brother to chase her. Mooser is fixed, by the way. T.S., sadly, is not, and keeps going in and out of heat. Mooser, the big bowling ball that he is, was actually fixed well before any of that stuff started happening. So he has some of the instincts of a male cat, but not all of them. So he has that instinct to chase his sister when she starts getting all whiny and itsy and things like that, and pounce her and play tag. And for him, he thinks it's just playing. For her, she thinks it's a precursor to mating. And then gets really annoyed with him when he doesn't do anything. Not that he has any clue what he's supposed to be doing. So, it's kind of sad, but we don't have the money to get her fixed, and we figured it was better to get him fixed than her, because he, male cats have a bad habit of spraying once they hit that age where it's all about, marking territory and things like that. So we got him fixed as soon as he was old enough just to head that off. And we just haven't had the money to get her fixed. And we do feel really, really bad about the fact that she keeps going in and out of heat, because there's nothing, she doesn't really even understand what's going on other than instincts. And there's nothing she can really do about it. And she isn't purposely trying to annoy us or even annoy her brother. But, it is what it is. So we're going to have to see at some point in time if we can get the money together to get her fixed, so she will stop being this teasy little priss, desperately trying to get her brother to mate with her and getting mad when he doesn't and trying to get him in trouble. So, yeah, that's my cats. And she, when she is in heat, desperately wants everybody's attention. because she doesn't understand what she's going through, just knows she's uncomfortable and really wants someone to help her stop feeling uncomfortable. And I just messed that eye up really bad. So, yeah, not her fault. It is what it is. It's nature. The joy of being a cat mommy. So, Moozer's got his name from an interesting point of view. When I was first looking for kittens, let me check my camera there. When I was first looking for a couple of kittens to get, the family that we got them from have children, and their children thought that Moozer looked like a cow because he was black, he was all white with a black tail and black spots on his body and head. So they thought he looked like a Holstein cow, so they said he looked like a cow. And when they told me that, I went, oh, well, then I know what his name has got to be. It's a combination of Mouser and Moo. So he's Moozer, the Mouser cow. Or the cow Mouser, or the cat Mouser. Cat Cowser, I don't know what you want to call it. But that's Moozer. And he's actually the smarter of the two, and is currently trying almost to toilet train himself in our bathroom. He has seen us, he goes into the bathroom, he's fascinated by the toilet. He tends to wait and watch when we use the bathroom until we get up, and then he wants to look in the toilet as we flush. Once we flush, it's all good, it's all gone, and he's satisfied. But if he's in the bedroom, our bathroom is off of our bedroom. If he's in the bedroom and the door is shut and he can't get out to his litter box when he's got to go to the bathroom, he ducks into our bathroom, paws at the toilet seat because we leave it down to keep them from getting up on the toilet and possibly drinking the water. Ew. And he paws at the toilet seat and meows plaintively. And that's how I know he's got to go to the bathroom. So I'll get up and I will open the bedroom door and let him out, and he beelines for the litter box. But I think he has actually figured out, well, that's where Mom and Dad go to the bathroom. I wonder if there's some way for me to do that. And I've got to go really bad, Mom, please. So I think that's why he does that. But that could just be me assuming. And there's a little bitty bug flying around right in front of my face. And I am farsighted, so I can't see things up close very well without my glasses. And I have to wear my glasses to draw. So seeing a teeny tiny little insect flying around in front of my face, dodging under my glasses and around my nose, frustrates me to no end. I tried making Moozer. Moozer's head is actually smaller than his body shows it to be. I mean, he's just so much fluff. He has got thick fur compared to his sister. She's really sleek and he's really fluffy. But even though he's a big cow of a cat, he's actually a pretty intelligent cow of a cat. And we're still amazed at just how big he's gotten since we got him. From being the runt of the litter and being small enough to fit in the palm of my hand. I mean, you know, that's a pretty small kitty cat. Now he's about 10 to 15 pounds. And he's a big fluffy bowling ball. And he's not fat either. He's just really big, heavy, and fluffy. But he's my fluffy bowling ball. And he is totally Mama's boy. Whereas TS is totally Daddy's girl. Which, drives my husband absolutely bonkers whenever she goes into heat, because it's him she looks to resolve her issues when she can't get her brother to do what her instincts say she needs. And it's like my husband goes, no, go away, go away, go away, and then he has to leave the room because she won't leave his feet alone. She keeps rolling all over them. It's even worse when he's out of the shower, because he no longer smells like her, and she has to mark him as her territory again, and immediately promptly runs up and rubs all over his feet and his legs and starts licking his wet legs, and it drives him bananas. And it's like, no, stop that, go away, go away, go away, stop that. And it's not that she, I mean, we understand that she doesn't get it, she doesn't understand, and she's just wanting love and attention. But yeah, can you tell we really need to do something about getting her fixed soon? Yeah. I think that's where I'll leave it on that. But yeah, I love my kitty cats. We love our kitty cats. Mooser has eyebrows just as long as TS's, but his are black, so they blend into the black of his face. Although his facial markings go up over his eyes. So he's more like this for the black. And then he's got black patches on his sides and a great big fluffy black tail. And I know he's not as big as he looks, because when I've given him a bath and his fur is all plastered down to him, he looks a lot smaller, but boy, he looks huge compared to his sister. So, anywho, this is me trying to draw my kitty cats in a super cute little fashion based off of a tutorial by Art a la Carte. Again, I highly, highly recommend, if you like good art, go look at Art a la Carte, subscribe to her channel, she's awesome. I do not know her personally, I'm not, getting anything from recommending her, but she is an amazing artist, and I love her personality and her attitude, and her artwork is amazing. And I am learning tons watching her tutorials. And yeah, and just her personality I love. She's so positive and upbeat, and when she does cute art tutorials with her niece, it's even more adorable. So anywho, yeah, I think with that I will go ahead and sign off and say, thank you for tuning in. Please like and subscribe and all that good stuff that you hear from every YouTuber and whatnot. I'll figure out this whole YouTube thing eventually, and it doesn't matter whether I do or don't, because like I said, I already consider this YouTube experiment to be a success, because in the last several months I've done more artwork than I've done in the last 5 years. And since I was trying to push myself to do art and to improve by doing this channel, I deem this a success. So yeah, take care, have fun, follow your dreams, never give up on your art. Bye bye everyone.